One of the most important decisions you'll make when starting your OnlyFans page is setting your subscription price. It might sound like a small detail, but trust me, the price you choose can have a huge impact on how quickly you grow your following and start generating income. Should you start with a free subscription to build your fan base and attract attention? Or should you go straight to a paid subscription, signaling to potential subscribers that your content is worth the price? Let's break down the pros and cons of both options so you can make an informed decision and set yourself up for success. First, let's talk about starting with a free subscription. The benefits of going free: build your audience faster. When you start with a free subscription, the biggest advantage is that you can grow your audience quickly. People are more likely to follow you if there's no financial commitment up front. With free access, you can get your content in front of more people and start building a loyal fan base. Increase visibility. Free content is a powerful marketing tool. As your followers begin to share your profile, your name starts to spread, and you get more visibility within the OnlyFans community. This can lead to more organic growth and more potential paying subscribers down the road. Test the waters. A free subscription allows you to experiment with your content and see what works without the pressure of making money right away. You can learn what types of content resonate most with your audience, understand what they're willing to engage with, and tailor your strategy accordingly. Get more reviews and testimonials. When you start for free, you're able to collect more feedback from your audience. Positive reviews and testimonials from early fans can be used as social proof when you eventually switch to a paid model. These testimonials will make it easier to convince others that your content is worth paying for. But of course, there are some downsides to starting free too. The drawbacks of free content: no immediate income. While you're building your audience, you won't be making any money directly from subscriptions. If your goal is to make money quickly, this can be a challenge. You'll need to rely on other forms of monetization, like pay-per-view content or tips, but that might not be as consistent or as lucrative at first. Free subscribers may not be committed. While free subscriptions can help you grow quickly, the downside is that your subscribers may not be as committed. Some people might follow you just out of curiosity, but won't engage with your content consistently, and they may drop off once you introduce paid content. Potential value perception issues. Offering everything for free may also lead to the perception that your content is not valuable enough to pay for. It's harder to convince someone to pay for something they've already had for free, so you'll need to be strategic about how and when you start monetizing your content. Now, let's talk about starting with a paid subscription. The benefits of a paid subscription: immediate income. By starting with a paid subscription, you can begin making money right away. Even if you're just starting out, having a paid subscription means that each follower is adding to your revenue. If your content is high quality and you market it well, this can be a good way to jumpstart your earning potential. Higher quality subscribers. People who are willing to pay for your subscription are typically more committed fans. They're likely to engage more with your content and support you financially. Starting with a paid subscription attracts a more dedicated audience that sees the value in your work and is willing to invest in it. Perceived value. When you charge for your subscription, it automatically signals to your audience that your content has value. The price tag gives your content a sense of exclusivity and quality. People are more likely to pay for something they perceive as valuable, and charging from the start helps create that perception. Opportunity for upselling. When your subscription is paid, you have more room for upselling premium content, custom content, and other offerings. Subscribers who are already paying for access to your content may be more likely to purchase additional content or tips if they're happy with what they're getting. But just like with free subscriptions, there are some drawbacks to starting with a paid model. The drawbacks of paid content: slower growth. Starting with a paid subscription means you may face slower initial growth. People are more reluctant to commit to a paid subscription, especially when they haven't seen your content or built a relationship with you yet. This can lead to fewer followers in the early days. Higher expectations. Paid subscribers will have higher expectations from you, and rightfully so. They're paying for content, so you need to deliver on that promise. This can add pressure, especially if you're just starting out and still figuring out your niche and content style. Challenging to attract new subscribers. If you set the price too high from the start, you may scare off potential subscribers who are on the fence. When starting with a paid model, it's important to find the right balance between price and value. If your content doesn't immediately meet expectations, people may be quick to cancel their subscription. So, what's the right strategy for you? Should you start free or paid? It ultimately depends on your goals and what kind of creator you want to be. If your goal is to build a massive following quickly and experiment with content, starting with a free subscription may be the best way to go. You can grow your fan base, gather feedback, and use your free followers as a foundation for future paid subscribers. However, if you're confident in your content, you already have a brand established elsewhere, or you're targeting an audience that values exclusivity, starting with a paid subscription can help you monetize faster and attract more dedicated fans. A hybrid approach is also an option. You can start with a low-paid subscription to test the waters and gradually raise your price as you gain more fans and content. Another strategy could be offering free content for the first few weeks, then transitioning to a paid subscription once you've built some momentum and gathered a following. To sum it up, starting with a free or paid subscription, both have their benefits and drawbacks. Free subscriptions help you grow quickly, but they don't generate immediate income. Paid subscriptions offer immediate income and attract more committed fans, but they can slow your growth in the early stages. Think about your long-term strategy and how you want to position yourself as a creator. Either way, make sure you're clear about the value you offer and adjust your subscription price as your content and audience evolve.